this Undisputed Era and Young Bucks drama was going from tonight. It went from a simmer to a full-on boil. Even though they showed out tonight, the ending of this match is kind of what we're left with at the end of the show. The drama involved in this, and to me, more than anything, this was such a great example of why the AEW needs those trios titles, because you could see either one of these teams holding those belts. I mean, this was an incredible match on both sides. Loved the offense that we got to see, the tandem offense. I love the different matchups of styles in this. One of those main events, if you didn't get a chance to catch it yet, go back, make sure you watch it, because it's just a really nice blending of styles on both sides. And we talked about it throughout this one, texting back and forth. It just, these teams, especially Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole, they just seem to work so well together. Awesome. Their chemistry feels like they were made for each other. Really, really felt like this was a match that had a lot on the line when it comes to the debut of this group of Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly in AEW, because these guys have a big following and they made a big impact in North American wrestling together as a trio, and wanted to see how they work together. I felt like there was no rust whatsoever with these guys.
No, I mean, this looked like an NXT match, man.
Yep.
Like, this was like an NXT match. This was great. Love this main event. And I'm, obviously, I've been a little outspoken about sometimes the best friends. Like, it always kind of feels like they're kind of thrown into feuds. This one, I enjoy it because the chemistry is so good. I love Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy, like you talked about. They are great together. And I think that what we saw at the end of the match, with the Young Bucks coming out and Adam Cole leaving with them, there's some stuff going on that could be, again, multiple teams involved in a feud. This is something that could devolve into something where there's like 3 teams going against each other, because, Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole had beef at the end of their NXT runs.
Exactly.
And they talked about that today in a promo. They acknowledged NXT today, basically, in that promo, and talked about it. And it was really interesting and cool. And, a nod to the people that pay attention to wrestling in general. Just excellent stuff.
Yep.
But it kind of, in the match, it showed up like, okay, like, these guys might not be as cool as it looked last week or during the match. Like, these guys still have a beef and have a problem. And, man, I just love that they're not breaking the fourth wall, but they're keeping continuity.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're not like pretending that they didn't have a career before AEW, right? Like, they're not changing their name to Braun Breaker and not acknowledging their, like, that their uncles,
right.
like,
although Braun Breaker is really
he's
sweet.
great.
I mean,
I'm not trashing him. He's been awesome, but he's a Steiner.
Great.
Just call him a Steiner. It's fine. Nobody cares. Like, we all know.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? But they're acknowledging that this stuff happened.
What you're saying is they're acknowledging the lives and the careers before entering here. And they could have easily just kind of like not done that. But like, I think that's what it makes AEW cool.
They did the same thing with Malachi Black. You know what I mean? The same thing with him. And it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's what makes it cool, is like AEW like never insults our intelligence. They lean into the fact that, hey, like what makes it wrestling fun is it kind of is like the never-ending story, man. Like, it's like you can continuously get invested in guys. You and I have talked about this countless times, but it's like when you get to watch people young, like when they first start, and then how they get better and better, and watch their careers blow up. Like, I remember you and I, like, me buying Sasha Banks red glasses, and we're watching her wrestle in front of like maybe 75, like, I don't know, 150 people inside of a church and in Cleveland. And it's just cool seeing that person then become, main eventer in WrestleMania and all sorts of great stuff, doing all sorts of great things. And, and this is an example where you're like, all right, like, if you're somebody who watched Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly come up through the ranks in Ring of Honor, and then make their impact as undisputed in NXT and really change that company for the better in a
Yep.
lot of ways and carry the torch through some tough times for NXT. And then come here in AEW. It's awesome that that fandom is rewarded
Mhm.
and not ignored. And I think that it's also cool that that's basically the foundation of their entire story right now.
Yep.
I think that that's fantastic.
Well, and it goes even deeper than that too, man. Like O'Reilly and Fish have been tag team partners since 2012. These guys have almost 10 years together, tagging. And I think it's cool that like those two guys are still they're boys, right?
Yep.
And Adam Cole's kind of that outsider now. Like, okay, like you kind of did your thing, and we know what you are, Adam Cole.
Yep.
We're gonna still be us, but we're gonna watch our back with you,
We
man. And
know that
like,
you are the. I mean, he is Adam Cole is like the definitive dirtbag in pro
yeah,
wrestling. I mean,
yeah,
he is more than happy to stab you in the back for his own benefit at the drop of a dime.
yeah, exactly. And I think that was awesome tonight, where people that have watched these guys for 10 years, because there are people that do that, that paid off even bigger for them than people that just watch NXT.
Yeah.
So this whole thing, man, like goes back a decade.
Yeah.
Um, and it might seem like a one-off random match, right? But if you've been paying attention to these guys' careers, you
Yeah.
got rewarded tonight more than anybody else. You got rewarded, and that's awesome. And
Yeah.
that's why we love this company, and that's why we love AEW. And going into 2022, it's going to be even better, man. There's the most talent in this company now than there's ever been, and we're in for some good stuff, dude.
Yep.
Because it's just going to get better. That's the thing. Like we think it's good now, but can you imagine when they have everybody that they want, and they have all the divisions are running at full gear, and it's not just going to be like one getting pushed up because they need to push
You're
that one up
right.
or propel it,
You're
and
right.
everything's running like smooth and perfect. It's going to be awesome. It's going to
You're
be
right.
the best wrestling we've seen in North America in a long time.